Alright, welcome back. We are doing more Reaper percent strat guide. We're skipping the Grand Hallway in Chapter 3 because there's nothing there. We're going into Housekeeping Store, where this one gets a little tricky. Mostly because it's an enemy that's not exactly easy to kill, given what's in the room. You need to kill the TV. So, my recommendation is just grab this. Just grab the freeze can, beat up the TV. Once the TV's dead, Reaper's in. He's also frozen, which is going to give you some time to find the key. And then once you find the key, you can leave. There we go. So, if you forget the free can exists, this one could be a bit rough. But as long as you know where the freeze can's at, it's not that bad. And now's the point that I start going backwards, because it's faster. Alright, next up is going to be Cribbins. This is about as easy as it gets. This is another farmyard situation where you're just going to summon the Reaper, and then you're going to dip with a CC can. Woe is you. So go here, pop this, and before you grab a CC, just hit the Reaper. That's it. You just need to make sure you hit the Reaper. As long as you hit the Reaper, you need to hit a flying imp to get the Reaper out. Once you hit a flying imp, then you can grab the CC can. If you are right on top of the CC can, you are going to want to move because you're going to make sure that you can get that hit off before you do that. Second half, it's just a walkthrough, so there's no Reaper to be had here. But, anyway, we're going to move on. And the next one in question is going to be bathroom. Which is not hard. None of these are particularly hard. It's just with how the game starts to incorporate the Reaper, it can get a little messy. So we're still going to start normal here. Grab your little basket, throw it in the shower. Beat this code up while you wait for the other one to get to you. Nice. Grab this. Get that. Start the room. So, the opening to the room is exactly the same. Nothing changes. What's going to change is what we do here in a second. Because we have to use fist only, which means I at some point have to use a weapon. And that weapon is going to be used here. We're going to get your ninja imps out of here. Get this. And then instead of trying to do this, we're just going to swing. Word of warning with this one. Do not, for any reason, swing the bathtub if you have only one enemy left. If you do that, there is a very, very high chance that because you used a weapon for the final kill, it will prioritize the challenge completing over the Reaper spawning. So just make sure, if you're gonna swing the tub, make sure there is at least 2 enemies remaining. Because if not, you do run the risk of a very sneaky reset if you're gonna go speedrun of this. So, after that, we go into schoolroom, and things gotta get easy again. We just come in here, and this is just any percent. Throw this, that spawns the Reaper, grab your invis, and we leave. Nothing changes with this one at all. This is another room that, if you speedrun this game in any capacity, this is just another room that you're going to get the Reaper in. But moving on. Where are we going next? Oh, so we're going all the way to Greenhouse. And the thing here is you just have to break something. Now, depending where the vampire stands, you can get this earlier in the room, or you can get it later in the room. It kind of just depends. So if you get the vampire, and it just so happens to break that, then you're good, you've got your requirement, you're good to go. If not, what I'd recommend is, again, just do a normal pathing here. Shoot the chicken, and then very quickly break that. Because once you kill the chicken, there is a slight delay before the key comes out. You just need to be careful that you are in... do it within that window before the key spawns. Little bit of tight timing, but as long as you're right on top of that crate when you shoot the chicken and immediately swing, you'll get the Reaper out, no problems. Next up is going to be Potting Room. We're going to go about this way. This, if you've seen my channel, if you've seen me do runs, even when you've seen me do randomizer runs, this is another room that you're just going to naturally spawn the Reaper. So, nothing crazy here. We are just going to run the room as normal. So we're going to grab our invisibility, grab our challenge complete, grab the real piece. The chicken spawns are nice. We appreciate the chicken spawns. So we're going to go 1, 2. That spawns the Reaper. And then we're going to challenge complete. And then because he decided to pay us a visit, we are going to do more. We're going to use a little bit more. Get your text. Get your camera lined up. And pull. Then, with the camera the way that it's set, it will revert after the cutscene played. You can just go down, get a free kill, and leave. So. Nice utilization of the Reaper I'm leaving. The next room is going to be DFCG 2, or Dunfiddlin Cottage Garden 2. This is another waiting game. And this is, I believe, the second worst waiting game. I believe this one's a minute 10. Just normal movement here. Grab your turbo. Go all the way down. Get to where the challenge is at. And then we'll be good to go. Scares me. Grab this. Grabbing the lug's kind of optional, but... And the change happens here. You have a minute 20, which is the second worst in the game. And I'm gonna be real with you, you probably want to just sit here. Don't interact with these worms. Don't do it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out now. I'm gonna get this out now. I'm gonna get this out now. Because these worms will not start attacking you unless you hit them. So, and interestingly enough, this is actually going to come with a text box that is not normally seen in regular speedruns of the game. There's a nope, I'm gonna break them up. There's a fishing rod. There's a fishing rod. I'm gonna swing this just because. Which does, if you swing, this does kill, because we're going at 15 health. It does kill. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to play it a little risky. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit this thing at 5. And that should give me enough time to get the Reaper spawned in. There's the hidden text. Not found the key yet. You'll still be looking when the Reaper comes. Call. What in the hell? Fascinating. Okay, well, if you want to look like you break your, if you want to look make it look like you broke the game, have this text box and have the key spawn at the same time. And apparently that's what happens. I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know that was a thing. But anyway, moving on. That is an interesting interaction. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is an interesting interaction. Anyway, moving on. Next up is going to be the cottage, which this is going to be another one that if you've seen speedruns, done speedruns of this room, even look at IO or 80%, you'll know that this is another respawn the Reaper because it's faster room. Well, there's instant warlock, so that's always good. Instant warlock is nice. Forever CC cam? And you're probably asking, well, that's got a stipulation to summon the Reaper. Well, there's 2 challenges, so technically there's 2 opportunities. Here's what we're gonna do. For this, that should almost guarantee that there's imps in here, or that there's more flying imps. But regardless, we're just gonna throw this at them anyway. And we're just gonna insult them. And through all that mess, in case you didn't hear it, the Reaper is spawned. And I will come out here to prove it. He's right there. You see the gray. He's in the river. So you do not have to stick around. You do not have to see the Reaper on screen. You just need to know that the Reaper, you kill the same enemy twice, the Reaper is in play. That's all you need. Next up is a room that's been terrorizing me if you've been paying attention to my randomizer runs recently. This room has been causing me issues. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to do this. The key element here is at some point you need to hit an enemy with a weapon. If you want to wait, by all means, wait. If you want to make it look like you're cool and know how to play this game, the earlier the better. Ooh, that's not great. Oh. Buy some time here. I'm going to hopefully not die. That's cute. Yeah, somebody take that out for me. Yep, appreciate it. Alright, and then at this point, wait till 20. No one seems to be there. Put him on the ground. Look at that. What an image. Freeze cans are wonderful things. If this is not an auto-generated thumbnail, I'm going to be shocked. And if it's not an auto-generated thumbnail, I will make it the thumbnail. Don't you worry about that. But, simple enough, no problems, no issues. Alright. So, in the next one, we are going to be going into the foundry. We've got about midway through chapter 3, but there's still definitely more Reaper rooms to go over. But I'm trying to kind of cut this up into roughly 15-minute videos. So, I will see you guys in the next one. We're going to go through the Foundry, and we're going to go from there. So, we'll see you there.